Job number J-20231778-2. This is video number 2 being taken after doing some going in with a sewer snake in an attempt to restore flow. We used a 3-inch 4-blade cutter tip, and we had a stop point somewhere between 60 and 75 feet. We are currently about 65 feet in, as the counter shows, and what it really appears to be is, looks like we have clay in the distance there, and we can see clay on the top and clay on the bottom immediately, and it really looks like the top has squashed into the bottom. As we back up, we can see an edge of clay mixed in with the root mass. Looks like the top has pushed down and is squashing with the bottom of the pipe, and that's a pretty decent view right there. The camera can't really push into that space because it's too narrow, but it really looks like the top has dropped down onto the bottom. And we can see it better as we pull back. We can see the profile, the curvature profile of the top piece of pipe as it's fallen down onto the bottom. We can see a lot of root mass above it. And we can see the bottom of the pipe too. Looks like there is a split there. As we continue to back up, of note is another large piece of clay pipe sitting in the drain. The camera kind of wants to look up, but there is a pretty decent view of it. So we have another chunk of clay pipe sitting in the drain, just upflow of what we see as what looks like the top is collapsed down into the bottom. And more cracking visible there. Looks like that may be where that piece dislodged from on the bottom of the pipe. So there's a pretty large void in the ground, or bottom left quadrant of the pipe. Pushed pause for just a minute, and after that had an opportunity to sit around and drain a bit. We can just see the extent of the fracturing even at this point. The bottom of the pipe, and really from bottom all the way over to the right hand side, it's cracked up pretty bad, and then the piece in the distance and the collapse in the distance. Large tree root mass here. Another small fracture visible in the bottom of the pipe. The pipe piece hasn't dislodged yet, but we got all the tree roots and the fractures sitting there. also see a fracture running laterally along the bottom, and a fracture running laterally along at least the left-hand side. So this segment here, and we see the fracture on the bottom and the left pretty clearly right there, and actually a fracture on the right from this perspective. Tree root. Cable is still sitting in the pipe at this point. Major tree root through that section. And we can actually see a fracture along the length of this pipe at 46. 46 to 48, another fracture. More massive tree roots. More fracturing visible too. So from this section at 44 up to 46, you can see that. There. More tree roots. Another tree root. More roots. And then we have our Y connection at the top. That's our main cleanout inside of the home at 34 feet. Pipe material is still 6-inch clay. Looks like some sort of a Y off to the left at 30. Transition to 4-inch cast iron at the base of the stack. Again, access through this newly installed PVC cleanout tee on the bathroom stack.